I've seen this poster online. I've seen the message spray painted on a wall near to where I live. The words, "Art is not a crime." I would imagine a person making this assertion would be of the belief that human creative expression should be free from the shackles of the state, the government, perhaps even the law. The artist needs to be in an environment free from pettiness and conservative, repressive ways, or free from a generally stifling atmosphere, so that he or she might create their best work, right? Or am I just talking complete bollocks here? Have works of artistic genius not been produced in horribly oppressive societies down the centuries, no? Not that I'm advocating for horrible, repressive societies, you understand. Any person who creatively expresses themselves through their works is an artist, yes? Would you agree? I know there are those with a far narrower definition of what art is, what constitutes art, a narrower definition than I have. But anyway, does the artist create for himself? Is art a selfish endeavour? Would you not go crazy if you couldn't creatively express yourself? Are the answers to these questions not obvious? Allow me to express an outlook here. To destroy is to create, in a sense. To do away with a system, to put an end to one type of rule or regime, is to bring into existence something new. To tear down a hated institution may well create a symbol around which people can rally, can unite. A smouldering pile of rubble isn't merely a smouldering pile of rubble. Not to someone who sees that it represents something quite profound. Not all destruction is deliberate, of course. Lawmakers might put their heads together to create policies or bring some specific legislation into existence. The effect might be to create some prosperity, create new jobs, new opportunities, but those same policies may well be destroying a way of life in some communities, making people homeless, causing hardships. Can murder be an art form? A serial killer might regard his works as being somehow unique and splendid, a series of masterpieces from his own glorious imagination. He wants to impress the police with his skill and inventiveness, but he also wants his works to give rise to fear and confusion. He wants to shock people, he wants attention, but the shock value is by no means the only value his work has. As he sees it, his creations are rich with values, resplendent with meaning. Is this kind of artist worthy of our deep consideration, our respect even? You can answer that one. I cannot speak for you. What I will say is this, though. I'll point out the obvious. Art can be criminal. It can indeed. I've heard it said many a time that good art is about provoking people, challenging what they believe. Well and good. But the means don't always justify the ends. I would say anyone who says art is unimportant must be seriously lacking in comprehension, in understanding of human beings. Yes. Art can be beautiful, but it doesn't have to be in order to be considered art, now does it? Art can be repulsive. It can arouse feelings of disgust. Artistic expression, of course, does not have to conform to a conventional morality. An artist doesn't need a self-appointed panel of experts to tell him whether his work has merit or not. And art does not stand separate from nature, in spite of what some people say. Humans do not stand separate from nature, nor do their creations. Definitions can be misleading. Art is what I make it. And there's no art appreciation without the ego.